Hi, I'm Dr. Peter Thompson. Thanks for joining me for today's installment of Sports Psychology. Today we're going to talk about the mind-body, body-mind feedback loop, and I'm going to give you some strategies that are going to help you perform at your best. Have you ever had the experience of your thoughts and emotions getting in the way? Of course you have. We all have. How do I know? Because we're all human, right? And typically it happens when the stakes feel really high. Well, when do the stakes feel high? Championship meet, when the competition's really good, maybe when there's a lot of people in the crowd. That degree of performance anxiety is really a direct reflection of your commitment to excellence. You care about your performance, you want to do well. That's a good thing. I'm going to give you 5 strategies that I think will be helpful in your pursuit of excellence. The first one, be kind to yourself. You've showed up at this competition, right? 80% of success in life is showing up. You just did that. So if we're already at 80%, we only got 20% to go, and we're only on the first strategy. And so part B of strategy 1 is show up with courage. Courage necessarily includes a feeling of fear, right? If you don't have some degree of fear, what do you need courage for? So show up, and show up courageously. Now we're at 90%, we got 10% to go. Piece of cake. In the moment where you're feeling any kind of stress, self-doubt that's taking you away from the task at hand, the next thing that I'm going to encourage you to do is to simply ground yourself in the moment. How do we do that? Start with your feet. Where am I standing? My toes, the balls of my feet, my heels. And that ground, wherever you're standing, connects to the earth, which is why we call it ground yourself. After you've planted your feet solidly on the ground and become aware of your feet, the second thing that I'm going to encourage you to do is to stand tall. Neck 1 inch taller than it normally might be. Chest out, shoulders back. Present to the world, present to your competition. That one strategy alone, it's going to change your energy level. So we ground, we stand tall, and we breathe. In through the nose, nice and slow. Feel the belly rise, slowly out the lips. So we breathe to shift our energy, and when we do that, we're connecting to our nervous system. When we're stressed and we're having unhelpful thoughts, typically then we breathe a little more shallow, our heart rate increases, and the lungs and heart then send signals to the brain that there's an emergency, there's a crisis. And so the energy that the brain now sends to the body is to tamp down that crisis. But there isn't one. And so when you breathe slowly, what you're doing is connecting to your parasympathetic nervous system. You're going to slow the breathing down, you're going to slow the heart rate down, and the signal that gets sent to the brain then is everything's cool. Even though you're still in this stressful moment, you have sent the message through your breath that, in fact, everything's cool. You got more energy now to focus on the task at hand. So now we're ready to connect the body to the mind. Well, how do you do that? You're going to breathe in an intention. I've got this. I'm ready. Whatever it is that works for you, you get to decide. On the inhale, it's your intention. On the exhale, you can do one of 2 things. On the exhale, you can continue to breathe out the stress. Will connect to the parasympathetic nervous system and help your brain. The other thing that you might do is, as you're breathing in those intentions for yourself, you can breathe out positive affirmations for your teammates and or just to connect with the energy of the event. That will also help ground you. So guys, next step, connect with your super strengths. Become aware of what your super strengths are. We might also refer to your super strengths as your weapons. What makes you a nightmare to compete against? What enables you to bring intensity to your competition? Well, it could be a lot of different things. You just need one and focus on that super strength. It might be your value as a teammate. It might be your attitude. It might be your knowledge of the sport or your knowledge of your opponent. You get to decide. Pick the super strength, and this is really important here. Honor that super strength. Do not shy away from it. Embrace it. It's important. To help you with super strength development and ownership, guys, I would encourage you to practice it in in your practice, in your training opportunities. And what you'll do then is you'll begin to develop trust, more trust in your super strengths, in your weapons. What you want to do is train that trust in practice. You can visualize it, right? You can visualize it at any time of the day, utilizing those strengths. You might even try to visualize utilizing some of those superpowers in new ways. And what you do then is you broaden your experience and you continue to build those super strengths. Finally, and perhaps most importantly, let go of the outcome. The outcome's going to take care of itself. So when you can free it up, stay curious, give your best effort, your best available effort, honor that intention, and dare your opponent to match your intensity, that's all you need. Good luck with it, have fun. Thanks for joining me today.